This is Avatars Radio News on the Hour. Give us 5 minutes and we'll give you the metaverse.
This is News on the Hour for January 19th, 2023. I'm Elen Dragonfire reporting. Jumping on the antitrust bandwagon along with the European Commission, as we reported on Monday, the United States Federal Trade Commission is suing to block Microsoft from acquiring Activision Blizzard. The regulatory agency issued a complaint today declaring the deal would enable Microsoft to, quote, suppress competitors, end quote, to Xbox's console, cloud gaming, and subscription content. The FTC noted that Microsoft already behaves in a way that a monopoly would, explaining in today's press release that the company's Starfield and Redfall's Xbox console exclusivity runs counter to assurances given to the European antitrust authorities. In related news, a bombshell announcement from Microsoft's CEO Satya Nadella, released earlier today, confirms 10,000 layoffs during what the executive describes as, quote, times of significant change, end quote. The job losses reportedly affect people at Microsoft, Bethesda, and the wider Microsoft teams. A Megan, spelled M3GAN, sequel, Megan 2, is official, but the filmmaker has revealed little more. Megan, short for Model 3 Generative Android, has become today's version of Chucky, taking a social media and box office storm. The film follows Gemma, a toy company roboticist who programs an artificial intelligence doll. Gemma tasks the childlike doll with protecting her niece Katie, but things take a bloody turn when Katie's safety is threatened. After all, Megan will protect Katie at all costs. The film, which hit theaters in January, has currently made $91 million globally, a box office smash for a film that only cost $12 million to make. Future Labs hit game Power Wash Simulator is adding Croft Manor, one of the most iconic locations from the Tomb Raider series, as a DLC, promising players will spend a good amount of very relaxing and satisfying time cleaning the Croft Manor, both inside and out. Published by Square Enix, the simulator title has been gaining much traction since its early release on Steam in 2021. PC game Returnal, coming out in February and making the news recently for its hefty system requirements on their Steam page, has dialed back the recommendation to play the game. The recommended specification on Steam now calls for only 16 gigabytes of RAM. Originally, the recommended spec called for, among other things, 32 gigabytes of RAM, which is out of reach for many PC gamers, according to the semi-scientific Steam hardware and software survey that reports 3/4 of systems on the platform are running with either 8 gigabytes or 16 gigabytes of installed RAM. The European Parliament has voted overwhelmingly to support adopting a report that calls for updating consistent rules across Europe that could lead to regulatory action on things like loot boxes and gold farming, along with an array of child protection laws and parental tools to be made available across the European Union. They also voted to have the Commission look at sales and marketing tactics for in-game purchases. In a darker turn, this will accompany an investigation into potential connections to financial crimes, possible human trafficking, and other human rights issues and violations, a topic leaving many gamers concerned. Tencent, the company behind the famous yet frequently mocked and loudly horny mobile game shooter Nikke, Goddess of Victory, has caught flack for releasing a Thai ad portraying players as horny nerds, which led to Tencent taking the ad down. Then there was a backlash to the backlash, where a pronounced portion of the Nikke's U.S. Reddit community decided that being called a horny nerd was, in fact, good. We have posted the advertisement in our AR Zine section on Discord, where you can find more information on all of the stories we report during News on the Hour. This is all the News on the Hour for January 19th, 2023. Thank you for tuning in to Avatars Radio, Radio of the Avatars.
To read the full articles of today's report, visit us on Discord at www.avatarsradio.rocks on the web.